Do 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 chat 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 chat. Do do do. Where is that chat? Do 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 chatty 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 chat.
I need to do my dice nails for next weekend.
Ah, you do. You do.
I also have tentacle nails, which I feel like I need to do some night that I know we're playing D&D. So maybe after we get through the hiatus at the end of August.
It's funny. There's not really even much of a hiatus anymore.
You're right. There's only like 2 weeks, and we have mage scheduled for those 2 weeks as well.
People are gonna hear people. There we go. People are gonna hear twice because we're live, and I opened it on
We're
my
live?
keyboard. My keyboard. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mothers of Geeks, episode 34.
Woohoo! Wow, we're old. Okay, I'm old.
We're above my age again, so
We are. It'll be a while till we're above mine.
soon-ish.
Oh, like 10 episodes.
Let me turn the ding off.
Yeah, good idea.
The ding.
My
gosh.
Yeah, like we care about football.
I like football.
We care about football. Okay. Like we care about football when we're about to start a podcast or work on a podcast.
Yeah, true.
And it's preseason,
Yeah, soon.
so no one actually cares about football.
Mm-mm.
Plus, it's baseball season, people. So why aren't we focused on that?
Because nobody likes baseball.
I like baseball.
Nobody likes baseball.
I like baseball.
Have you seen my baseball? Have you seen my baseball?
Anyway, so we're talking about Geek TV for the whole family, which is a kind of this is inspired very much by one of Trey's, I'm pretty sure, Kid Geek things.
Maybe.
I will fully admit that this was totally inspired.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Yes, for sure.
Yes.
Sure. So tell me, my dear, how have you geeked this week? A lot of our geeking has been dual geeking.
It definitely has been. So in preparation for the Mage game, and also because it's been so long since I've read them, I am rereading Dresden, and I'm going through them like wildfire.
Awesome.
I am on the 5th book already, and because I know a lot of you guys do the audiobooks. I can't do that.
Yeah. Some
Plus,
people
it actually makes me sit down and focus. So I'm, physically reading them, getting them, downloading them from the library. And I only had to wait like a few days for one of them. Otherwise, they've always had at least one copy available.
That's good.
So I'm loving that. I'm loving the world, though. I may have made a really interesting faux pas. I was reading Summer Nights, which is when they really start getting involved with the fairies. And the great thing about Dresden with the fairies is the Unseelie and the Seelie. Yeah, they both suck.
Right. Like
both courts are. One might seem like they're nice on the surface. They're not.
Hi, City.
Hi, City. But there's this really great scene between Harry and one of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
And it reminded me of something that's going on in Mage. Because, currently in Mage, Al's priest is in the middle of, my Cult of Ecstasy mage giving confession.
That's always fun.
There's a lot of things to confess.
Yeah.
A lot of things.
Yeah.
And because one of his abilities is hopefully going to be able to kind of take away some of the paradox through confession. Yeah, I need it. And it's also good to have something like that in class. Yeah.
You kind of do. I
kind of
do. No offense.
Oh, no, she's been throwing around magic like crazy, and
just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of magic.
In the middle of the street, slowing down the enemy,
you give me
keeping
so much,
a car together.
You give me so much anxiety.
Oh yeah. Well, and this is gonna make her actually be better about it.
Good.
So this is something that's going to be. This is something that's going to be a catalyst for that.
Okay. I'm just saying anxiety.
Because right now she knows that she can't do any more magic if she wants, unless she gets rid of some of this in it, and she needs to do magic to help her friend. So
right.
Yeah. So we're in the middle of that in the Mage game. And we've been doing some RP via I Am in Facebook, which is kind of a fun way to do it. But there was a scene that really reminded me of what was going on in game. So I messaged Al. I'm like, okay, this scene reminded me of Maxim and Honey. And he never responded. I'm like, and then the next day I'm reading it. I'm like, oh, crap, that's why. the person that the half of the scene was actually the bad guy of the book.
Oh. You're like,
So,
oops.
oops. So yeah, that's why I was like, okay, that actually, I forgot about that. It's been 10 years since I read that book. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's been a long time since you read that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it came out in like 2003.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I didn't know it came out that long ago.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, see, I know. I said you give me so much anxiety, and he said this from the same person that plays Addie.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And you give me anxiety.
I do.
And the other thing we've been doing, and this is some dual geeking, is we're getting back into Drew's D&D campaign, which has been great. And what I really love about it is it's not like a normal on the level we're doing a module. It's not even like a normal on the level we're doing a homebrew game, which we are. It just happens to be in the Forgotten Realms. But the great thing is he's taking time and care for things that work special for each character.
Right.
So, yeah, you might be a paladin of... Is it vengeance? No. You might be a dark paladin, basically an anti-paladin, a paladin. Aegis might be a cleric of the Forge. Al might be a transmutation wizard. Clay might be a mastermind rogue. I might be a cleric of light. But those are pretty much just on the level.
Right.
That is in title only. Each of us have something very cool, very unique that is completely... It's not in the book.
Right.
It's something great. It's a plot line, something our character has to do, special abilities, things like that.
Yeah.
And to me, that is the greatest thing about gaming. You know what? Because if I like D&D, I like D&D in any form. But I really love it when the DM takes time and energy to make it personal to each character and each player.
Right. Right. We've been having a lot of that lately. And yes, so Jesus is getting his kitty in the dungeon.
And we have Obi.
And we have Obedience.
Oh,
he's my friend, but I don't really remember him.
Yeah, yeah. And you know that's friggin' like what Obi said was killing Hades. You know this, right?
Well, I told you.
We're gonna have a talk.
I said, I told you, here's what I like to do. I like to be like, yeah, I was tortured and beaten and left to die. And then I stop talking about it and walk away. And I'm like, I love giving Hades that sense of anxiety. It's so funny to her.
It is, yeah. And it's so role reversal.
It is.
And then you're gonna get well, you know what, Melly? You're gonna get it back in Mage.
You want to bet? But
No,
yeah,
it's
interesting to be able to like play that kind of character where she has whenever the party dies.
Yeah, she's very disassociated.
Oh, totally. Nobody questions it. Nobody's like, Addie, why are you eating popcorn in the back of a flaming chariot?
Right.
It's fun. It's funny to her that nobody questions it too. She's just like, this is great. Like nobody cares that I'm sitting here. This is delicious popcorn, guys. I don't know what's going on around me. I don't care.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's fun.
We'll be having some words soon.
If I sit down with my bloody spear.
Yeah, I don't like that spear.
What? You love that spear.
That spear has my blood on it.
City popcorn was invented in the dawn of time. It's
yeah, honestly, yeah, you just had a field where you had a really large you had a heat wave, so then all the corn died on the in the cob, and then there was a fire.
Yeah, and it popped.
And it created the reaction for popcorn. Yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm, totally had popcorn.
So that's how I've geeked this week. What about you?
A lot of that. I mean, I've been playing D&D a lot. Super fun, and it's interesting to play a character that's evil because
we don't know it.
But you don't know it. But nobody knows it but her. I mean, even she doesn't really know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's fun to play that and being very disassociated because she is. She just kind of doesn't talk much.
Yeah.
But the group trusts her to lead them places without much question. So it's kind of funny. She's just like, this is the way we go. And then it just walks away. And if people follow her, they do. And they do. And to her, it's amazing. She's like, I can do this forever.
But, in their mind, this is their sister.
Right, exactly. But to her, she doesn't understand that. She's like, huh, why are they? It's cool. It's fine.
Yeah.
We got this. So
why do they care? Why are they nice to me?
Yeah. Cities Pathfinder game should be restarting after Gen Con.
Awesome. Ooh. Also, they announced, I think they announced Pathfinder 2.0 today.
Ooh, did you know?
Cam read something to me about it, so it was
awesome.
Yeah.
Then I've been playing a lot of Detroit, or as Logan calls it, the X-Bot game.
Nice.
It's amazing. I love it. He likes to play with me, so I give him a controller, and he plays too, but it's pretend, not connected. And then I've also recently jumped back into WoW. Like every night. Got the Jones and got the itch. Got to play my WoW. Yeah, it's been awesome. Doing the pre-patch stuff, the pre-expansion stuff. It's so much fun.
Very cool.
That's what I'm working on. Oh, I have somebody coming to say goodnight to me, I think. But I don't know which way he went. I saw somebody.
I see him. I see him peering through the screen there.
Hi, come on. Come say goodnight to me. You want to say goodnight to Aunt Heather?
Good night, Heather.
Good night, Logie. Sleep well, baby boy.
Okay.
Okay. Mwah.
Can you kiss it?
Nah.
You got cupcake all
over. Logie,
Logie,
what kind of cupcake did you have?
A sprinkle one.
Oh, delicious.
A sprinkle one.
Yummy. That sounds wonderful.
Uh-huh.
Can I give you a kiss?
We'll get to bed, baby Kay.
Say bye.
Bye.
Good
night.
Love you. Go ahead, go see Daddy. Get wiped up. You have sprinkle and cupcake. That's the Xbox game, yes.
Oh.
This is what he's pointing out right now.
Very cool.
Don't knock this over. Go ahead, go. It's okay. Yeah, he was just pointing at. He loves this character. Love you.
Cam's been playing Destiny lately.
Really?
Yeah. This is a friend of his gave a code for it.
2? The new one?
Yeah.
We have that.
Yeah. And I'm amazed by the voice acting in it.
Oh, that's very good, yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. It was a fun game. I mean, it got a little repetitive. Says the girl who played WoW for 10 years. Solid.
It's FPS. So yeah, it's gonna be repetitive.
Yeah, it gets like that. So, what have you geeked over this week, my friend?
Well, we're going back to the whole D&D thing. I'm very excited because D&D's released some new stuff lately. They just released one of the worlds for Magic the Gathering, which I haven't played in years, so I'm not that excited about that. But they have in kind of beta almost because they've put it onto the DM's Guild site. It's going to be released in 2019, but you can download it now for $20, is the Eberron campaign setting. Now, we play in the Forgotten Realm, so I'm not that excited about Eberron itself, but changelings come from Eberron.
Right.
So they are becoming official. Drew's still looking through to see if I can have the changeling stuff or not. But, there's not that many changes.
Right.
It's it would be like one more point in Dex, a point, we get a skill in Insight, and like a really cool ability to get advantage.
Right.
Or to give some disadvantage. So there's not a ton of differences in it.
Right.
But I'm just really excited that one of my favorite races in D&D is actually becoming official.
That's awesome. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, me too. So geeking over that pretty much.
Happy geeking.
Yes. And patiently waiting for Infinity Wars to come out on physical DVD because I don't do the download.
Am I allowed to talk about what I geeked over this week?
Please do.
Since Tuesday, I've watched Infinity War 6 times.
It's because, our geeking is like correlated geeking.
Yeah, 6 times. I've seen it 4 times in the theater, 3.5 because we had to leave during the one show because it was super late. The kids were tired at the drive-in, and so I've watched it 6 times since we got it. And the kids keep watching it, and we watched the special features, which were really neat.
Nice.
To let you guys know, the first special feature, there's no spoilers in this, what I'm saying to you, but whatever. Don't listen if you don't want to know. Is the Directors Roundtable, which has all the directors of the new Marvel movies.
Nice.
The Russo brothers. It has James Gunn, which is exciting. So they're all there, and they have a nice little cool roundtable chat about what the movies have meant to them, like the first Iron Man moments and how they changed
Jon
cinematic.
Favreau.
Yeah, he's there. It's great. So it's a great talk. Then they have like a minute 30, maybe 2 minutes of outtakes. Way less than I like. In fact, they stopped doing those like they used to.
Really?
Do you remember? Okay, pulling back how old I am.
Oh, please.
Well, I mean, like I'm not like 20 anymore. Do you remember?
Someone here's turning 46.
Shh, no, you're not. Yeah. Do you remember, my friend? I'm sorry. I have like something going on. Liar, liar. There was like 10 minutes of outtakes in that. It was fantastic. I remember being a kid and so happy and excited that it was just the best thing in my life to watch these outtakes. And now we get like 2 minutes of outtakes, and it is very depressing to me.
Yeah. But I think they utilize a lot more of that, or it's just something that they don't even want to, think about because it kind of goes away from the finished product.
Right. Well, it just makes me sad.
Yeah.
I'm just mad about it. I'm just gonna say it.
That's okay.
I'm just gonna say it.
I'll let you know if the physical has any more.
Yeah, and then what has that short? Then it goes on to featurettes. And Remy really likes the featurettes. There's like an Iron Man one, and they talk. It's a nice little about, I would say altogether 38, 45 minutes of special features.
So now after watching it even more times, has your favorite character changed at all? No. Okay. And we have now found a new way to communicate, which is just sending Tony Stark gifts to each other.
I'm telling you, ladies, watch the first scene when Tony puts on the Iron Man suit. It's just form-fitting. Pause the movie. It's form-fitting.
Hey Trey, why is Tony putting on the Iron Man suit now? Your the backdrop to your phone
because I said so.
Yeah.
I love what they did with him in the movie, and in the beginning it was just hard for me to watch because of the Loki situation. That's what we'll call it.
Right.
People don't know yet.
Yeah.
It's a situation. Yeah. It was a very affected.
It was hard.
It was hard for
me. It was hard.
Yeah. And the ending, Remy still cries about. She hid in the corner, and she's like, "Tell me when it's over." And
yeah. That was really hard. It was, especially a certain part of that ending was exceptionally hard.
Oh yeah. So that's basically what I've been geeking over because I'm working a lot.
Yeah.
Very tired. I haven't been feeling good.
No.
So I just watch Avengers over and over and make me feel happy. And my black
heart. And sad all at the same time. Amazing how that works.
It is. I work from home on Wednesdays, right? And I started, I got up at like 6:45 and I started it instantly.
Yeah.
While I worked, I was like, movie time.
Oh, something else we geeked over this week together. Elder Millennial.
We did. Okay. All you people out there, women, mostly women, will probably like this more than men. But I don't know. Drew thought it was funny. He watched it with me. Elder Millennial on Netflix special is a comedian. What's her name?
Ilsa Schlesinger, is it?
Yeah. Fantastic. She's great. I've been watching her other ones too when I was working out before I got deathly ill. This week. Let's restart workout next week again. But it's hilarious. It's very time appropriate
and self-differential as well, which I always enjoy, like when people not just make fun of society but make fun of themselves in society.
It was good. I liked it a lot. So
me too.
I watched her. I follow her Twitter now. I'm like, ooh, she's interesting.
Cool.
She's cool.
I'm like, you mentioned, I'm like, you know what, I have nothing to do until game time, and I'm actually going to sit down for an hour and watch something, which I don't do much.
No, you don't. But aren't you glad you did?
I did. Yeah,
it was great. It was great. So tell me about this. I see some interesting kids stuff on here. What's going on here?
Ryan finally got her PS4.
Love it.
And she is so excited. She got the first Battlefront, which she has not started yet, because she also got all the Kingdom Hearts games that are available.
Who wouldn't?
Right. I mean, she's a video gamer and she's a Disney kid. What else is she gonna get?
Right.
And she's been playing through them. She's been loving them. Ree was over yesterday and they were doing it, working on it together. And all I hear is just this wailing at one point. I don't know what happened, but something happened that broke both of them. And so she's been playing that a lot lately, which I'm happy for, because it's something that she loves it. She'll watch, she used to watch, YouTube videos about it. She knew all about the fandom.
She's never played it.
She played a little bit of it when we were in West Virginia for my goddaughter's wedding, because the night before the wedding, it was Manda, who's my goddaughter, my other goddaughter, who's Manda's sister, who's Ryan's age, Morgan and Ryan and one of Amanda's best friends, and they were at the apartment.
Okay.
So they had like a last sleepover before Amanda got married. And they played Kingdom Hearts a little bit.
Nice.
But that was 2 years ago. That's the only time she's played it.
Back in my day, we played it on the PlayStation 2.
Right. And so she's just thrilled with that.
That's awesome.
She's, of course, very upset about some of the news coming out. You know, what's going to be happening with the next game. Aqua's one of her favorite characters.
Yeah.
And, you know, if someone has yellow eyes, it's bad. So
99% of the time in Kingdom Hearts, that's bad.
Yeah, exactly. And also, she got a motorcycle in Breath of the Wild.
I saw that. How?
I don't know, but she's so fracking excited. She goes everywhere on that damn motorcycle now, and she squeals with delight. And if you ever had to deal with a 16-year-old, an emo 16-year-old geek, anything that makes them happy is good.
When she's at that age, right?
Oh my God, everything.
Everything is meh.
Just wait.
Don't. I don't want to. You can take her. When she's 16, I'll send mine out there.
It's like, all right, happy 16th birthday. We're going on a trip. Where are we going? The Phoenix. Oh, to sing at Heather. Yeah. Oh, pack everything you own, Remy.
Yeah, everything that you ever want to play with again.
Everything.
I don't care. Everything.
No, actually, it's fine. She has all the video. They have all the video games.
Just bring clothes.
Clothes.
Just bring clothes, and that's it.
Yeah. So that's what she's very excited about. And
that's awesome.
The PS4 she got from saving for a long time. She saved half of her birthday money, so she was thrifty at Disneyland.
Oh, nice.
Well, also though, they found the trick for Disney. If they're with us, we pay for their meals. If they're not with us, they paid for their own.
That's true. I mean,
so,
that's true.
Yeah.
Poor things. Having to pay for food. Oh.
Well, no, I mean, that was fine. They wanted to.
Right.
But yeah, but they tried. That also gave them more incentive to at least have mealtime as a family.
Exactly. Awesome.
Yeah, so that's my Kid Geek stuff. How about yours?
Oh my gosh. Playing so much of Detroit with the kids, as I mentioned already.
Mm-hmm.
But it started off with like Logan wanting to watch me play it, and Remy was playing Minecraft because there's a new Minecraft release.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it's underwater stuff.
Okay.
So everyone wanted to play that. And I was like, that's cool. Logan's like, I'll play with mommy. I'm like, okay. And then Remy's like, I actually want to play too. And I was like, honey, you do know that Logan's not playing. It's
right.
It's a controller I cut the cord off of.
Because you have to tell Remy, because honestly, Remy will realize it in a second and she'll kind of blow up, she'll release the secret there.
I was like, I cut the cord. I'm like, look, it's fake. And she goes, oh, I know. I was like,
I love her.
All right. So they pretended to play with me. A lot of the time you're with another character. So I'd be like, oh, you're this person. I'm the main character. And if it wasn't seen, so basically my goal in there is to get 100% in every flowchart. I'm doing pretty well. But if I have a flowchart I've already got 100% in, I just let the kids do it themselves. I'm like, here, just go ahead, play it, and, do whatever you want. I don't care. The choices don't matter to me at that point.
Right.
So they did that.
You've done your checklist.
Yeah, Remy's like, it's a little hard. I'm like, you're fine.
Yeah.
I know.
That's not a kid's game.
No, it's not. And it's not a kid's game. And I'm a horrible parent because they say some choice words and we're about to go to Eden Club. So what I have to do, Eden Club is a sex robot club. I have to sort of play that chapter really fast before they notice I'm playing it.
Right.
So that we can move on. They don't need to be in the sex bot club.
No, let's not.
There's some depravity, but I have a line.
Yeah.
They're all in bathing suits, so it's not like you see anything, but still, I have a line.
It's kind of like Addie's line with sanity. You might use it as a jump rope.
Exactly. There is a line there. So playing a lot of that. Lots of movies we've been seeing. We've been going to see everything. Yeah. We'll talk about one of them later.
Yeah.
And what else have we been doing? Yeah, the new Minecraft release is pretty cool. We've been enjoying that a lot, and just basically getting ready for Florida.
Yay!
2 weeks, baby. Be driving down there.
Gonna have a good time. Oh, good, you're driving. I know how much you love flying.
Gives you so much anxiety. But the red tide's down there right now. the Florida red tide, and it's like killing manatees and turtles, and you can't fish and be at the beach, so we're a little bit concerned at this point.
So hopefully what is going to happen will be resolved by that, because your husband loves fishing.
Right. I don't really go outside much, so I'll be all right. But
you're fine. Yeah,
I'm fine. So that's about.
Just come visit me then. If you're gonna be outside, just come visit me.
Exactly. I have a plane ticket somewhere else.
Where's that?
To you.
Yes.
Yay.
Oh, I thought you were saying you had one. I'm like, no.
No.
Yeah.
Just
yeah,
to
we're
you.
good. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Article, my friend. What is happening with you?
All right. So, Star Wars Episode 9 started shooting today.
Did it really?
Uh-huh. And there's been a lot of news in the last few days, including some really interesting things. They released the cast list, and it does include Mark Hamill, whose character became one with the Force in the last movie. So that'll be interesting. And also Carrie Fisher as General Leia Organa. And what they ended up doing with that is they're using unused footage for her part in the movie.
How do you feel about that?
I like it. I think because her character of them was supposed to have the focus of this next movie.
Okay.
But unfortunately, she passed away before any of that could be really filmed, and they really couldn't kind of rewrite at that point because they had filmed everything.
Right.
So the other option the other two options were to CGI her.
We've seen how that works in the past.
Right, which they knew they didn't want to do, though.
Right.
It was disrespectful. Or get another actress to play her, which was also disrespectful.
Right.
So and they went to her daughter, and asked for her blessing.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
Billy Lord's, definitely was able to give that. And also, I think part of that, because Billy Lord's also in the movie.
Oh, really?
Her daughter. Yeah. If you notice, she's a rebel officer. She has blonde hair, but she has a Leia buns. And like the first movie, she kind of was in the background, and this movie she had a lot more speaking parts. So her character is going to become more prominent, and I think
nice.
out of memory of her mother.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. So that it started shooting, and we got some old school there. And I also heard a really interesting rumor today that smartphones are not allowed on the set.
I wonder why.
Leaking.
Of course.
So I thought that was so cool. I'm like, well, because Star Wars has always been really good about trying to contain leaks.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Return of the Jedi filmed, they had a code name on the set, the Blue Harvest Project.
Oh, nice.
And so they had a fake script.
Yeah.
And then also they've done stuff like actors only get the script or the parts that they're involved in. Mm-hmm. They very famously, with Empire Strikes Back, they recorded something else. Luke Skywalker with the "I Am Your Father." Mm-hmm. Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker reacted to that, and he didn't know until directly beforehand, like I believe before the premiere, what was actually said.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So stuff like that. Star Wars actually has a big history of that.
Good. That's neat, though.
So I'm excited.
I know you are. Probably Matt is too.
Yeah, he is.
A lot of our dorky friends are. I mean it in the best way.
It's mostly Matt and I that kind of freak out over that stuff.
Hey, that's fine though.
Clay a little bit tangentially, but Matt and I kind of get ridiculous about it.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So let's see.
What is your news, and how does this go, and how does this roll into next week's episode?
Sorry. All right. World of Warcraft. Guys, the expansion is coming like super soon.
It's April. It's August 13th.
Super soon. 11 days.
It's ruining a lot of my plans.
It's ruining all her plans.
My friend coming to town because he's busy with that.
Well, who wouldn't be? Because I'm going to be busy with it.
I know.
Everybody knew and has known it's Horde versus Alliance this time, right? Like going back to the roots. That's what they always say. Like
exactly.
every expansion goes, we're going back to the roots.
And then we have to play nice fluffy bunnies with each other.
Exactly. This time we're not. We're going to be fighting each other. And nobody knew 100% why. They knew the world tree, the tree would be burned. The tree in Darnassus. What they did not know is who did it. Until like yesterday.
Yeah.
I played it, by the way, yesterday to find out. The cinematic is fantastic because It is none other than Sylvanas.
Lady Sylvanas.
Yes.
The Warchief.
Where'd I have her somewhere. I don't have her. No, I have a World of Warcraft mat, but it's not her. I was like, I think she's here, but she's not. So she does it, and people on the Horde side are not happy because you guys are the bad guys now, like you've always been. Just saying. Whatever. Just saying. Always, you've burned my home.
Oh my God! Build a bridge. Get over it.
You killed children. So there's a quest in Darnassus. Okay, you don't play Alliance. You don't know this. There is a quest in Darnassus. I
don't play right now in general, so it's fine.
You shush your Horde mouth.
We have a subtitle of this. We have a subtitle of this show. You shut your Horde mouth.
I will pull that out next week when we talk about our special show later. But I'm just saying that there's a quest after the burning happens, and it tells you to rescue Darnassus survivors, like the civilians. Okay, and they tell you so you have 0, and the completion is 982, and you have 3 minutes, and you're just like, wow. I was like panic mode. I was like, what? And like Drew's like, just save as many as you can, and we got like 55.
Okay.
Which was really bad for 2 of us.
Yeah.
We're like, what's happening? Because you have to talk to them. It's not like nice, like where you can just throw the water and they'll run away. You have to physically talk to them, and they're like, looking for something else. You know, like they're doing their command, like their normal dialogue as vendors. God. It was cracking me up because they'd be like, "What are you wearing?" Like they're just doing their dialogue as they're on fire. So
now I understand why there's so much RP on the Alliance side where they're asking you what you're wearing and stuff.
We know we have things. So the fandom of the Hordes are mad because they've been made to be the bad guys. The cinematic for it happening, I don't know if you watched it.
I haven't yet.
Is gorgeous. I normally do not like that type of art. It is not cinematic. It is like that drawing art that they've been doing lately.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
I don't know what it's called when people do that. I'm not an artist.
It's almost like it's a graphic novel being filmed.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. And it's very, very nice. It's very good. And you get that feeling of just despair from her even doing this. And it's raw, and I loved it. I'm Alliance. I'm going to punch her in the face. I'm going to kill her.
And you love her.
And I do love her. You know that she's like my favorite.
Right.
She's my favorite character they've ever made. And I just play Alliance just because I like to be a night elf and not a cow.
You know what? We have elves on the Horde side too. We're really
They
pretty.
can't be druids.
Oh, true.
Hence why I said I don't want to be a cow.
But we're really pretty.
Well, I know, but you're also like stick thin. You're like the Britney Spears of the elves.
Hey. Don't be insulting my warlock.
I'm just saying. So,
and she's blonde too.
There's a lot. If you're interested, take a look at Twitter because people are mad. They are funny.
Also, if you're listening to us and you're the type that does this stuff, don't send death threats to writers.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Christy Golden's been getting crap. She's like, no.
Don't do that.
Back off.
You're just rude.
She wrote what she was told to write by Blizzard, you know.
And she wrote it well. Like,
yeah, that's what I hear.
It's great. Watch the cinematics. You can watch them just from the uploader.
Yeah.
And they're really nice. So, but that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yes, ma'am. Shut your Horde mouth.
So waiting from the day to bring that up. Just saying. So our discussion.
Yes.
Today we're talking about kids shows that the whole geeky family can enjoy together.
Yes.
We've picked 2 each.
Yes. And I actually kept mine kind of modern.
You did?
Because, I could go way back. Yeah. Animaniacs almost happened.
I loved Animaniacs.
Gargoyles almost happened. I think we're going to do an old school show.
Do you remember Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. Fantastic. Yeah. But that I had to keep mine newer, too, because we're talking about what you can watch with the kids right now.
Yes.
Today.
Yes.
So why don't you do your first one first?
All right. Because mine's a little young. My kid's a little older. Mine are a few years old, but not terribly. And both are Disney because we're Disney people. Phineas and Ferb.
I love that
Phineas
show.
and Ferb. Oh, it's so good. Ran from 2008 to 2015. And it was about 2 stepbrothers. Their pet platypus, Perry, who was actually a spy. Their Phineas's sister, Candace. Their parents.
What their parents' names were.
Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head. Lawrence, and I cannot remember his mother's name, but his mother used to be a rocker chick.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
She did. I remember that.
Yeah. So what I really loved about this, first of all, it gave a really great view of a blended family.
It did. Yeah.
And I think that's something that's so modern, so that so many kids have. And I don't think it's necessarily brought on the screen as much, where it's not like a comedy factor or a stress factor. In this case, it's just, this is their family.
Yeah.
Also blended when it comes to society-wise, because Ferb, who very rarely talked, and his father are English.
Yes, that's true.
That was kind of fun. So you had some culture clashes. Quirky humor, really quirky humor. You had the fantasy elements when it came to the stuff they did, but also like with Perry being a spy.
Mm-hmm.
So you had that Dr. Doofenshmirtz, which was
Doofenshmirtz,
which was a hilarious comedic foil. They had musical numbers, really good ones. Really great pop culture references. There was an episode where they crossed over with the Avengers. There was their Star Wars based episodes, and these are kind of like the animated versions of like Our Group of Friends as kids, very much so.
Oh, for sure.
And they also have this really amazing focus on STEM, which I love. Anything that's going to promote science in young people, I really, really enjoy. And one of my very favorite, because I brought this up and Ryan and I were talking about the show today, and one of my very favorite things, like watching the show, that this killed me, and we still do this today, is there was an episode where they made a clone of their sister Candace.
They did.
And at the end of it, she's like, when their mom gets home, because whatever happened, they would do, it would always disappear when their parents got home.
Yes.
And she's like, Mom, Phineas and Ferb made me. No, Candace, I have stretch marks that say otherwise. It's like literally, Ryan and I still to this day will use that line.
That's amazing.
And it was something that, because when she watched it, she would, at that age, you watch stuff over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And I never minded watching it with her. You
don't really notice it until you're an adult. You're like, God, I've seen this episode 35 times. And then you're like, as a kid, we had the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, but then also as an adult, you're like, oh, yeah, I actually like this episode. Or, hey, there's something I can watch with my children that's not Elmo doing the same damn thing because, God damn it, Mr. Noodle.
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree with that. I love that show. I just watch it.
Yeah, and I love just the humor. It's smart.
Mm-hmm. It really is.
It's and it's satirical, and it's just the stuff that I really love. It also kind of focuses on critical thinking. Mm-hmm. So important stuff to me.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
My first one. I could choose things that Eddie and I were just talking about. Ed and Eddie. Mm-hmm. Cow and Chicken.
This stuff after my time and before
Dexter's
my time.
Laboratory. This is all my time stuff.
I did know Dexter.
Courage
right.
the Cowardly Dog.
Okay.
Space Ghost. Oh, see, just wrote this. Oh my gosh. Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I love that show. God, it was such a good show. However, I'm going to stick with stuff that my kids watch right now and that I enjoy as well. And the first one, everybody's going to, is Teen Titans Go.
Imagine that.
Shocker. Let me tell you something. Teen Titans Go has been on since 2013, and it's still going on. There's new seasons. Mm-hmm. Now, I know for a fact that Teen Titans OG was better than Teen Titans Go. I am not here to debate that.
Okay.
I am not here to debate that Teen Titans Go will be better than the new Titans show. Just saying. I'm saying it now.
What the hell is up with DC? Anyways.
DC, you're on my list. The only thing DC has done right was this Teen Titans Go movie.
Right.
Rotten Tomatoes has it at a 90%. That is insane to me for a silly little animated movie. We went and it's fantastic. It is hilarious. There are so many jokes and crazy things happening. Stan Lee makes an appearance.
When you guys said
times.
that, I thought when Al said that, I thought for sure he was being Al. And I was like, really, dude?
No, it's true.
And then you responded to it, and then I heard it on the morning stream when Steven Slacker was talking about it.
Yeah. It's fantastic. They took everything that they needed to do and bumped it up 1,000%, made it funny for adults.
Nice.
Because there are things that happen in that movie. You're just like, my kid doesn't get that, but I do. You know?
That's perfect. Yeah,
and it's perfect for that to happen. Now, the show has more fart jokes than the movie does.
Okay.
And everybody loves fart jokes. I don't care how old you are. Y'all do. Just shut up and admit it. Yes, she does. She says them all the time. She tells me fart jokes. I know this. She calls me.
No, I send you pictures of Iron Man.
Me too. That's not a fart joke. But the show in and of itself is a fine show. It is never going to be Teen Titans. Let's still think about that together. It's not going to be that.
Yeah, and it's
but
okay.
That's okay. This is the kids' generational. It is not even made for the teenagers. It's made for the little kids like my 7-year-old who thinks it's a hysterical show. And they don't teach you anything. This isn't Phineas and Ferb. They have absolutely no morals in this show. Like the only one I remember that even has like some sort of you should probably do this with your life is the one that tells kids not to go to college and she should go to a VOTEC school. Is pretty much what or a trade school, we're going to call it. Like that's the only one and it was made into a weird joke that kids wouldn't even understand. So it's funny, and it's not, again, I do love the original, and I can't wait for my kids to watch the original with me from start to finish and just remember what it's like to feel that movie, or that show.
Yeah, but not my kid's copy. I'm not allowed to send it to you because she's holding onto it.
Cam knows how to burn things. I'm just going to say. Anyway.
True. Yes. Well, he's hard. Of course we do.
Of course. Will you do it for this Alliance scum?
Of course.
So that's my first show. Teen Titans Go. Your kids are going to love it because it's funny. And there's a bad grammar and fart jokes.
Stuff that all kids love.
And songs. They sing a lot too.
Yeah?
They do all the time.
Very cool.
Oh my God, City. Aqua Teen Hunger Force was my favorite show for years. Master Shake, Meatwad, Frylock. Heather, have you not watched this show?
I haven't.
You should watch Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
You know damn well I was born an adult and kind of stayed that way.
I know.
I'm so damn serious sometimes.
I know, but you'd love it. Okay, move on. Your turn.
Okay. Another Disney show, Gravity Falls. And this one ran from 2012 to 2015. So it was kind of when Ryan was 10 and up. So we didn't watch it a ton. Mm-hmm. But what I did watch of it, I really enjoyed. And we're actually talking about kind of going back and watching all of it together. It was only 3 seasons, 36 episodes. And I guess the creators did not get to finish a lot of the stuff they intended to finish, which is kind of a bummer. What I loved about it, though, was conspiracy theories. There was a mega plot. And it really reminded me of those strange summer road trips where you would have like the Thing and all these weird roadside attractions, and you would stay in shitty hotels and you would see bad community theater and probably go to questionable cafes. And that's kind of like the whole town of Gravity Falls. It's just this weird, quirky place that really should just be a stop through, but it's where the kids live.
Okay.
Because they're staying over summer with their Gunkle Stan. Who, so just, and it very much like Phineas and Ferb, but it just has this weird humor that works for adults, that works for kids.
Right.
So it's one that I really want to go back and watch. Mm-hmm. But I do remember when we watched it, I really enjoyed it. And you'd be amazed, like when we're at con, how many adults we see dressed as the characters.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My friend Sarah does an amazing Mabel.
I haven't watched that show.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Maybe we should like figure out and like watch it together or something.
Oh yeah, we should. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, with our kids because
Oh, of course.
And it's a Disney show, so it's intended for the kids, but it's very much one of those that the adults can get a big kick out of too.
Oh yeah,
it is, and it's and it's smart and it's funny, And the characters are really weird and quirky, but not like over the top quirky.
Mm-hmm. So. Well, see, I like that kind of quirky, fun stuff, though.
Yeah, yeah.
It's nice to be able to have that, right? Like that whole thing a kid can relate to.
Right,
and their weirdness.
Right, because kids at that age, they're weird. They're not sure where they belong, and the boy's name escapes me right now, so I'm going to look it up right now. Mabel is the girl,
and the boy.
Yeah, and they're twins. They're 12-year-old twins. Is it Dipper? Yes. It's Dipper. Twins Dipper and Mabel Pines are sent to spend the summer with their great uncle Grunkle Stan in the mysterious town of Gravity Falls, Oregon. Grunkle Stan has the kids help him run the Mystery Shack, a tourist trap that he owns. The kids try to adapt to the weird surroundings, but the sense of something strangeness is going on in the town, and they begin to unlock the secrets.
That's awesome.
Yeah, when Dipper uncovers a cryptic journal that offers insight into the town's mysteries. He and Mabel use their enthusiastic desires to vanquish evil to battle the imminent mysteries that surround them.
That's awesome.
And he's like, the teenager or the 12-year-old trying to be older than he is, and she's still pretty immature for her age. So and she wears a sweater with a rainbow on it, and she has the braces and the big eyes, and she's excited about everything. And he's kind of more the blasé 12-year-old.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a great show. I do definitely suggest getting into it. And I said it's something that even with having a 16-year-old, I want to go back and watch it with.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
I did see it, but I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
We'll have to watch it. So my next one, I could pick one of my favorite shows, The Amazing World of Gumball, but there's absolutely no morals in that show and absolutely no lessons. And it's basically like Teen Titans Go, but different animation. I used to hate the show. Let me just say this. Used to hate Amazing World of Gumball. And then I was like forced to watch it every day, every moment of my life. And I've grown to by my kids.
Show me who hurt you. Okay.
They hurt me. Girl.
They hurt you? It's okay.
And now I am addicted to it and watch these horrible episodes with nothing good telling to the kids ever. I digress. That's not the show I'm going to tell you to watch. The show you should watch with your kids is Craig of the Creek, which is a new one on Cartoon Network. And it is about a boy and his two friends. Craig is obviously the main character. Kelsey and JP, not PJ. JP are his two friends. And they go on adventures in the woods with a creek. So there's like a creek behind all their houses. And it's like a kid's land. They have like a little place where these people are selling like fig Newtons, and then they have like uncharted territory. The Boy Scouts are always giving them trouble. And I like it because it's very, very adventure-y. And it hits on like the D&D adventures because Kelsey has like a little sword made out of like a tube, and she wears a cape all the time and has a bird that lives on her head. Like it hits that kind of high fantasy funness that you can get out of shows that I haven't seen in a while. Like you always see shows that relate to sometimes like, oh, there's a D&D episode, or there's like Adventure Time is doing a Minecraft episode in 2 weeks. So like you see that all the time. But this one, it hits upon the adventure of being a kid and exploring and going outside and, enjoying that adventure of finding something new.
Neat.
Yeah, and I like it a lot. And it has more lessons and morals than Gumball does.
That's good. Okay.
Teaching you just, how not to be afraid and not to give up yourself just to impress somebody, things like that. The stuff that kids need to know.
Right.
How long before Remy gets her first D&D character?
Well, the kids were helping plan the dungeon.
They were. We'll see what happens out of that.
And Miss Remy did scream very loudly, CR24.
She did. She was very excited about it.
Tell her we don't need a damn Terra skew.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I was like, okay, please don't show me anything.
Don't, and let's not do that.
I don't want to be ruined.
I don't want to die. We're too young to die.
Yeah, right? I'm too young to die.
My character's like 15 years old. I'm too young to die.
Right? So... Yeah, you did read the tweets today. I know you did. Making sure that we're all behave in our good little dungeon. But it's fun. And they do like a one where they do like a Magic the Gathering card game in it.
Cool.
And, it's fun. It's a good show. And for Cartoon Network, they have like two extremes going on. They either have shows that are very, very educational that nobody wants to watch, and they quit playing them. Or they have the Amazing World of Gumball kind of shows, fart jokes. They have not found a good balance. However, this show is one of the good ones. This show is one of the ones that I'm like, this could be a good show for the kids. It's almost more like a Nickelodeon show than it is Cartoon Network. But, you know, they just came out with another show called Summer Camp Island, which I am in love with because it's about a summer camp that is ran by witches and everything comes to life.
Right.
Which is fantastic. So, like, that's the kind of stuff I like.
Random sidebar. Have you heard at all about the new Sabrina the Teenage Witch show?
I have.
It's pretty
I don't
good.
know how I feel about it. I grew up on Sabrina.
I know, but literally when my buddy Jose, because he worked on the not the premiere, what do you call it?
Pilot.
Because he's in LA, so he works on pilot season. He works for CW, and he was telling me about the pilot.
City Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Oh my god, I love that show.
I heard that's a good one.
It's a good one. Mm-hmm.
We kind of went the Disney or the Sesame Street and then Disney route in ours. So we didn't do a lot of those.
See, like we did a lot of Disney at first, like the Disney Junior stuff with Doc McStuffins and
we did a lot of Little Einstein. Little Einstein was huge in our house, which I love because, you know, like classical music and I like the art piece of it.
And we did that. And then we moved to like Nickelodeon with like some of their younger kids programs. But it's hard when you have a kid that's a little older than your other one.
Yeah.
They take over the TV, right? So Logan stopped watching like Paw Patrol and things like that she was watching at that age because he's now into the older shows instantly. Right. He doesn't want to watch the baby shows. He doesn't want to watch Nick Jr. He'll watch SpongeBob. The Loud House.
Sorry.
I hate SpongeBob.
So you don't want me. So those are some DVDs that I can send you as 3 seasons of SpongeBob. I shouldn't bring them in my bag with me when I come visit. Only if I want. Yeah, I won't do that too. I love you too much.
Thank you. But there's that kind of stuff that they, you know, used to go through, and now it's more or less like these older shows, and it's fine. It's fun.
Yeah.
Like you can get. I like how you make shows now that kids and adults like together. It's a change because I know my parents did not like Ed, and Eddie at all, and I love that show.
My mom just never watched that stuff with me because she really had no interest in it.
Yeah.
Like she didn't quite understand my need to watch Battle of the Planets. You know, well,
it's a necessity. Like
it is. It definitely is. Because we kind of jumped from like the Disney Junior to like the Disney live action shows. Like we watched a lot of Wizards of Waverly Place.
Oh yeah.
We did go through a Hannah Montana phase, but not very long.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. I remember that though. Like when I was younger, they like Salute Your Shorts, Hey Dude, all that stuff on Nickelodeon that was like the adult for kids kind of stuff, right?
Right. In my case, it was you can't do that on television because I'm old.
What?
No, there was a show called You Can't Do That on Television on Nickelodeon.
Oh, I don't think
when I was a teenager.
I don't remember that show.
Well, yeah, because it was around before you were born. I watched it in 7th grade.
I was born then.
Barely. You were a baby.
I was born then.
Okay.
They brought back Double Dare, by the way. I don't know
really?
Yes, Double Dare.
That was around when I was younger.
It's on there, and the people are a little more annoying. By the way, like, I'm just saying, the old Double Dare was more my jam.
Yeah.
Was his name Scott? Was his name Scott Summers, or Mark? Mark Summers. Mark Summers. Mark, isn't it Mark Summers? I don't know.
Cyclops.
Who's Mark? Who's the Double Dare guy? Well, I think it's Mark.
Probably. Mark Summers became later he did a lot of shows on Food Network, like travel shows and stuff like that, and like the kind of interest the
Double Dare
not
host.
Quite cooking shows, but not quite.
Mark Summers. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
So he is still there as like an advisor. He hosted it from 1986 to 1993.
Okay. So
just saying,
I was like 14 when it started.
Yeah, he's on there, and he makes me laugh because he's like crotchety Mark Summers.
Right. I can't believe you called him Scott Summers.
Well, that man is just a horrible person, so that's probably why I said his name.
Scott Summers. So you know.
You almost raged over there.
I did. I'm like.
You almost had a rage moment.
I really hate Cyclops.
I know you do.
I know you do. Issues.
I know you do. So.
Or long boxes of issues.
Question of the week.
Yes.
Oh, am I supposed to ask one?
Yes. I came up with the subject. You can do the question of the week.
I know. I always know this. Like, I always know I have to do this part, but I always forget. And I'm better on the fly. I think we should say, when you were a teen, 13 to 18, we'll say that range, what was your favorite show that you could not miss?
Beauty and the Beast. So it was on, I want to say CBS with Linda
way.
Hamilton
Yes.
and Ron Perlman. And my boyfriend and I had a standing Friday night date.
Your boyfriend?
And yeah, because I was like 16.
Okay, that's fine then.
He said 13 to 18.
I was making sure. I don't know you and your loose morals.
I am a little more Hades than Honey. And Hades 2.0 does not have loose morals. She's a good girl.
I thought it was
She's a good girl.
No confession.
Honey, she won't need to confess. She takes the confessions.
Exactly.
Honey, on the other hand,
she definitely has a horrid mouth.
She's a whore mouth. Anyways, so yeah, Beauty and the Beast. So I had a standing date with my boyfriend on Friday nights, but he could. We tried to plan it so he would pick me up at 8 o'clock instead of 7, or I would VCR it.
You had to actually record it on the VCR.
Yep. Yes.
Whew. I mean,
that show.
No, that was hard to do. Let's just take it back a moment and children, watch a YouTube video that tells you how to VCR something. It's not easy.
Nope.
Do you remember when you had to so when I was in 6th grade, I had to do a report on somebody and I chose, you're not going to be shocked, Nicolas Cage. I chose Nicolas Cage to do a report on. Oh, God, I'm crying because this is so horrible. This is so bad.
This has got to be the most Trey thing ever.
And I decided to do a report on him, and you had to make a presentation. So my presentation was taking clips from all his movies and making them on one VHS tape to take to school with me. It took 3 days to do this, hooking up 2 VCRs, recording and playing at the exact same time. It was not easy. It was the hardest thing I ever had to do.
We actually had a 2 VCR,
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we did at one point.
Oh my God, Nicolas Cage and me.
Oh no, it was a DVD to VCR.
Stop, cat. Yeah. So I had to do that, and I had to be careful, right? Because I was in middle school,
right?
And I couldn't show some of the better scenes that I wanted to show, but I did Face Off. I did City of Angels.
Mm-hmm.
I did I said Face Off already. Con Air.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I took clips from everything, so I would go to the video store and get the videos out.
Right.
I should be in jail. This is illegal.
Back when Blockbuster. No, but you weren't selling them.
Oh, true.
Piracy is only illegal if you're selling it, Addie.
That's true. I atone. So I would go out there. I didn't even go to. We didn't have Blockbuster. We had the gas station.
Okay.
That sold them, and they would laminate the boxes and they'd fold them in half, and you laminate them. That's how you got your movies back in the day.
Yep.
Skittles. And I would go get the movie, and then I would do this recording, this contraption.
Amazing.
3 days. It was so hard. I messed up multiple times.
Yeah.
Multiple times. And my grandpa gave me the tape, and on it was an episode of Oz, so I had to be super careful. Because if I didn't do something right.
The HBO Oz, I take it?
Oh, yeah.
With Christopher Mahoney and his butt?
Yeah. So I had to make sure I did not jack that up, or else I was going to be suspended.
Right.
And I couldn't play too long.
This is the most true story I think I've ever heard.
That was my 6th grade project.
Amazing.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So what was your show? Besides anything with Nicolas Cage and Baby Oz?
Definitely Oz. It was a good presentation. I learned that his real name is Francis. He's related to Coppola.
Francis Ford Coppola. Yeah.
People don't know that. He's a Coppola. He's always a Cage in my heart. Just saying. So I guess my show.
Good question. Yeah.
My favorite show as a kid. Hi, Kat. Stop. She is just everywhere. What is one I couldn't get enough of? I'm going to go with The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Okay.
Have you ever seen that show?
Of course not.
It is about this little boy and girl who make friends with the Grim Reaper. It was on Cartoon Network.
It sounds amazing. Oh my god.
Yeah, it is Skittles City. It's a fantastic show, and it wasn't on long enough.
Okay.
I don't even know how long it was. See, yeah, City loves that show too. It was such. Oh my gosh, let me find how long it was on for.
That sounds lovely, actually.
Yeah, The Grim Adventures.
Yeah, that sounds fabulous.
Your kid would love it.
She would. She would.
Billy and Mandy. You love Skittles more. She is so sweet. It was on from 2001 to 2007. And they just like, the Grim Reaper was their companion.
Mm-hmm.
Because he like lost a wager with them. And they like scheme all these horrible things. And Mandy is just, it is so demented. Mandy is just
that sounds fun.
Evil little thing. And Billy is dumb. And it's just a fantastic show. Watch it. You'll love it. It is so funny. Oh, he was.
That sounds fun.
He was City. It was, it's fantastic. So check it out if you can. Cartoon Network used to have it. I don't know if it's on anything anymore. But I do miss it.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, I do miss it. I would cosplay that.
Yeah.
I would dress up the kids as Billy and Mandy.
We should do it.
Yeah, it'd be fantastic.
But not next week.
No, because we're not going.
Good for you.
I'm taking a break.
You need it.
A me break.
Plus,
you
you
can see
have a
clips
big
on
family.
YouTube.
Let's have a big family vacation coming up in a few weeks. Or you're visiting me.
Guys, I don't know what happened. I got on a plane.
Just or we're meeting somewhere. Let's just meet somewhere.
Where? Will you stop, Skittles?
Let's go to the coast.
Okay.
Pick a coast. We'll go somewhere with water and sunblock and shade
And parasols.
and food.
I love food.
Did you see my new parasol?
No?
I may now actually have a parasol on my desk for work.
Good, as you should.
For when I get coffee. Because if not, when we go get coffee, I have to put a sweater on. It's 95 degrees out.
City says entire seasons are on YouTube. So tell your kid
Oh, cool.
now. Well, your kid's at a baseball game. When she gets back from
She's
the
at a
baseball
baseball
game, you tell her that Miss Trey, Auntie Trey, the Tracer says to watch The Grim Adventures of Billy
The
and
bad influence auntie?
Mandy. Bad influence auntie.
There's a category of bad influence auntie. There's like 3 of you.
It's fun.
And you're on that list.
Come on. Well, yeah, you're going to be on the list for mine. I know that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There she is.
Honey, let me show you. Here's a blood elf. They're really fun to play.
Oh, don't you dare.
Aren't they pretty?
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Here's a
Rude.
guy. This will annoy Uncle Al.
Yeah. This will really annoy him.
Uncle Al.
Yeah, see this Skittles. See this tail? Yeah. Here she is. Here she is. All right, guys. We're done.
I got a D&D to go to.
Yeah, you do have a D&D game, and I'm supposed to be doing Thriller Thursday here in a second. So.
Oh, yeah, you're like 5 minutes late for Thriller Thursday.
That's okay. No, Skittles pet the rainbow. She's just
She's
a
so
mess.
pretty.
She's a mess.
She's so pretty.
She's a mess.
She's a good girl, though.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they have entire seasons that are like 3 hours long.
Yeah, awesome.
Oh my god, tell your kid.
I will.
I want a full write up.
Do you want to do a book report?
Yes,
on
I do.
Kinda
She's
like
not in school right now. She's not in school right
she
now.
starts next week.
She has time. A book report.
It's not like she's doing anything besides playing Kingdom Hearts or sitting in her room. We made her go to her school schedule.
Yeah.
So like it's start getting ready at 9:30, in bed by 10.
Yeah.
Alarm goes off at 6:15. She needs to get up. I don't care what she does, but she needs to
Right.
get up.
Yeah.
Literally this morning was get up, go downstairs, take Advil, go back to bed. But she had a headache.
Poor thing.
They had a baseball game tonight,
Well, then
so
she can
wanted to-
definitely watch this and write a book report. I expect it to be no longer than 8 pages. I don't have time to read more.
Right,
I want it to
right.
be double spaced, 12 times New Roman, 1
maybe
inch
she should
margins.
just do a video book report.
I'm okay with that. Clips are
Yeah.
accepted.
Yeah. So if you want to tweet at her, it's _Hordling.
I have many things to tweet this child at this moment.
She'll have to accept you as a friend first, so because she has a locked account. But yes,
Horde.
I'll tweet y'all together.
I'm pending her.
Okay. 1 second. I'll make sure she knows to approve you.
Yeah, tell her it is the horrible auntie that is going to have a talk with her and give her a book report to do.
Yeah, the under. I'm such a bad mom.
You're the best mom. She's gonna love it. She's gonna love it.
Best mom.
I'm just saying. She's gonna love my little thing. So I'm gonna stop the stream. I'm gonna get a drink because I'm thirsty, and we will be back. I'm gonna restart the stream saying Thriller Thursday. I have no idea what I'm playing.
I finished my wine, and
did you?
I was gonna have with dinner, so now I'm going. I was drinking white wine tonight, so you know.
Just one thing of wine. Cat.
Yeah, because I can't have much more than that. I'm not friggin'. You're never gonna get it. You know what? If you ever get a message from me saying, "Oh my gosh, I'm so drunk," it's because I had 2 drinks.
You sent me one of those, and things were said, and it was funny.
That was amazing. I think it was like the defining moment of our friendship.
It was. It brought us so close together.
Wow, we hate the same things.
A lot of it, over and over.
Over and over again.
What is up with this cat?
He loves you.
She bites me. She likes to bite my arm. She likes to sit there and meow in my ear at night.
Oh, we forgot to say what we're doing next week. Oh, did we? No,
we didn't reveal it. We didn't reveal. What's the reveal? What are we doing next week?
Tell
them.
We are doing a World of Warcraft show. So not only are we doing a World of Warcraft show, but most likely we are having. Well, we're gonna have to rename next week's episode.
It's not just mothers.
Parents. It's Parents of Geeks, because we have asked our esteemed husbands to join us in this
and explain to us some World of Warcraft things.
So it might be a little PvP because we are definitely Horde versus Alliance.
Yes, and I need a shirt, so I must go to Amazon immediately.
Oh, I have a shirt. I mean, it's black and red.
Ugh, can't believe you. Next week we're not gonna make fun jokes or quips. It's gonna be mean glares.
Yeah.
So I watched somebody burn my tree down.
And the worst thing is your favorite character.
Whatever. All right. Bye, stream. We love you.
Bye, stream.
I'll be back in a few. Love you. Bye. Where's my stop button?